you like it or not. And some of you, not naming names, tend to fuck up in pretty big ways. But it's okay, because I still like playing with you guys. Just saying. But with Dark Below, like I said, I was introduced to these guys, and I joined my first clan. And this was the Exotic Assassins. And I remember doing a couple videos talking about, you know, how we were looking for new members and stuff. And if you're interested in joining, all you had to do is do this, this, and this. For the record, I'm no longer in Exotic Assassins. I'm in a clan called Ascended Knights. I run the clan. If you play Destiny, you're looking for a group of good people to play with, hit me up. Send me a message. Send me a tweet. Or you can just join the group on Bungie.net. Search Ascended Knights. Bada bing, bada boom. Join the group. Play with us. Specifically, play with me. Play with Joe. Play with Geo. And you might just find yourself as a member of our clan. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. So, join the Exotic Assassins during the course of Dark Below. And over the course of Dark Below to House of Wolves, the content drought hits again. And the content drought, oh man, that content drought from Dark Below to House of Wolves was just horrid. I mean, from Dark Below, from Vanilla Destiny to Dark Below, the content drought wasn't that bad. I mean, it was still pretty fucking bad. No, not really. It was like, what, 2-3 weeks? Just kind of like, nothing to do. Once you hit that point, Dark Below came out, instantly, you had shit to do. But then, you get through the first month, you get through the second month, and then nada. Absolute nothing. God, some bad shit went down, man. Ended up leaving the Exotic Assassins. Starting my own clan, which I've already mentioned. And I find myself, at the time, kind of hoping for some change. The Crucible at that point was a pain in the ass. It was hand cannons and shotguns. Ugh. I don't even want to talk about that. Thorn. Ugh. Fucking Thorn. Anyways, it was just bad. A lot of people saying this game is dead. Destiny, whatever. Doesn't even fucking make sense. How do you type it out? It looks cool, but how do you physically say it? Can anybody say Destiny? Like, it doesn't even, not even a fucking word. It doesn't even rhyme. Stupid bastards. Anyway, the game felt, well, dead. You know, there was no content. There was nothing. And then we finally got the news. E3 this time last year, they finally announced officially the Taken King. Taken King brought with it some interesting things. We're going to get a new subclass. Some exotics were going away. Some major changes were in the works. The game was going to get that change that I wanted. But was it the right change? Well, I guess we're going to talk about that here soon enough. But one last thing I want to mention regarding Year One for me. Again, this is my story of Destiny. Alright? Year One exposed me to a lot of interesting people. Some of which I call good friends. Some of which I rely on their opinions to help me create my own. And while these individuals may never hear anything I have to say or care, I am specifically grateful to both Professor Broman, King Ithalian, for their unwavering support of this game. The game ain't perfect. They don't lie to you about it, they tell you the truth. A lot of people disbelieve what they have to say because they, for some strange reason, believe Bungie's actually paying them to play this game. Bungie doesn't pay me to play this game or talk positively about this game, but I do because I love it. and you can see that in both Goth and Broman. But even they have hit their walls with the game at times, and everyone will at some point. It's bound to happen. But those two guys, man, very interesting to watch, very entertaining to watch, and I don't know, man, they're cool dudes. I like watching what they do. I like their content, and they've kept, they've given me ideas for things to do that would make this game fun, and it's worked out. Case in point, there's a reason why I'm doing Blind Guardian. Just saying. Anyways, so year one ends, year two begins, and it begins in an interesting way for yours truly, and I don't think I've ever shared this story before. So year two of Destiny for me started rather hot, and for the record, the story I'm about to tell is well, I'm going to be giving away some things I probably shouldn't give away, but the very day that Taken King was released, it's about 2 in the morning. I am wide awake, sitting on my couch, enjoying the content. As I'm playing through the content, I hear sirens going off, and I smell smoke. Now, my initial reaction is, there's a fire. And I notice that the sirens are stopping fairly close to my home. I go to the window. I see nothing. I can't see the fire trucks, but they sound like they're right outside my door. They're not, just for the record, thankfully. But I jump up in a panic and I run outside because my brother lives in the same apartment complex as I do. I look out to see his apartment. Everything's fine. I go back inside, still wondering what the hell is going on. I was actually in the middle of the Lost to Light mission when this occurred. When I jump onto Facebook and I see a friend of mine posting about a fire in my neck of the woods at a hotel. And I'm like, oh wow, that hotel is really fucking close. And so I say, in a horrible pun, year two of Destiny started in a very fiery, hot way. That is so bad. Anyways, so the year two start of Destiny actually took place a whole week before the release of Taken King, as anyone who was able to download the fucking patch, Jesus Christ, it was huge, was able to play the 2.0 update. And 2.0 brought with it some sweeping changes, including but not limited to adjusting the way light and power worked inside of year two. No longer was your light level attached to your character level. It was now attached to a separate gauge, which we all now know is our light level inside of Destiny. And yeah, I have no idea why I'm sitting still. I think I'm having a conversation with you guys. Anywho, remember, I don't have the commentary track for this footage. It got lost, something, I don't know. Anyways, so I remember when the update came out, I was one of the lucky few to get it day one. There was a lot of people that just couldn't get it because so many people were downloading it. It was insane. And I was excited, man, to see how Modes of Light worked, to see how the shard economy was changing, to see how everything was changing, and to finally get to play this thing that we heard about all summer long. We heard about all the changes and stuff, and I couldn't wait to play it. And I couldn't wait to get my hands on it, and I couldn't wait to just dive into year two. A lot of people did the exotic quest lines for their factions as a siren's going off in the background, which is kind of eerie now that I think about it. Seriously, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's kind of trippy. Anywho, I might have to go outside here in a minute. Just saying. So, oh man, karma's a bitch. So, Oh god, I take back everything I just said. Fucking A. I can't make this up. This is actually happening. This is my life. So, you know, the update comes out and everything's cool. I'm liking it. A lot of people were doing the exotic quest line for the class items if you had your factions already to rank 25. I didn't do that. I said, no, I'm not going to do anything. I didn't do any of the quests. I didn't do anything. I just kind of dicked around with what was available. I continued doing Prison of Elders and a couple other things, and all of that was huge mistakes on my part because while, and I will say this again later on, the way the light level system changed affected then available content in ways that I don't think a lot of people were prepared for or expecting. But with the official release of Taken King, we finally got our hands on the third subclasses for all of the characters. The Void Bow, the Solar Hammers, and the Arc Warlock were all much appreciated changes to the game. Now, I'm not going to address the nerfs and buffs and balances that were done over year 2 because seriously, what the fuck? I have a strong opinion about them, but I'm going to save those for another time and another place. Year 2 brought with it a lot of interesting things. One of them, of course, was 3 of Coins. In year 1, getting exotics was literally based off of pure RNG. From Nightfalls, raids, hell, even weekly heroics and Crucible. You had options for getting exotics. But in year 2, you had a very direct way, besides Xur, to get exotics. And